Smart home gadgets basically have only one job to do. They need to be smart. But inside this massive box, I have a gadget that treats you like a complete moron. It sits on your kitchen countertop and sucks all the joy and creativity out of holiday parties. So get ready to meet the stupidest smart gadget ever. I like a good cocktail. You could even call me a cocktail enthusiast. But what happens when a smart home gadget tries to take the cocktail world by storm? Well, that's what we're going to find out when we open this box. So here we have it. It's the Keurig DrinkWorks. Before I tell you why I think it's a bad idea, let's just make a drink. You can quite accurately call the Keurig DrinkWorks the Keurig of cocktail making machines, but I call it a bad idea. So just like a Keurig coffee maker, which I actually like a lot, you could stick a cocktail pod in the DrinkWorks and it spits out a single serve cocktail on demand. So what makes this such a bad idea? Well, for starters, the DrinkWorks takes all the passion and soul out of making cocktails at home. Now, if I'm making an old-fashioned with my home bar, I can choose which bourbon or rye I want to use. I can get creative with my choice of bitters. I can muddle a fresh orange directly in the glass. For just a hot second in my boring, dreary life, I'm a mixologist. I'm a cocktail making artiste. But this isn't how DrinkWorks actually works. Every pod is its own fixed recipe, and Keurig decides what you're going to be drinking, damn it. And by my count, there are currently only about 24 cocktails to choose from. This is not variety. This is not the spice of life. Now things get even worse if you care about top shelf liquor. Very few of the pods use brand name spirits, and even the brand names they use really aren't that impressive. So I did a scan of all the available pods online, and the only branded spirits I could find are Gentleman Jack, Elijah Craig, Herradura, and Chambord. And these appear in very few drinks. And once you actually have the DrinkWorks, your friends will stop gifting you bottles of premium liquor. So you used to get a bottle of top shelf bourbon every Christmas, and you looked forward to the surprise. The beautiful label, the excitement of trying something new. But now your friends will be like, here's a 4-pack of cocktail pods, Jimmy, and I expect you to display this cardboard canister proudly on your shelf. So what makes this thing smart in the first place? Well, the machine reads a code on every pod and then adds just the right amount of water and carbonation to every drink. And that's pretty much it. So you're basically paying for a chilled water dispenser, and the price of entry is pretty damn high. For example, a 4-pack of Elijah Craig Old Fashioned pods is $20, but I can get an entire bottle of Elijah Craig at Bevmo for $27 and make 16 Old Fashions. Of course, I have to have some cheap oranges and maraschino cherries on hand. So for a huge per drink markup, you get the privilege of having another massive appliance on your countertop. Now, wouldn't you rather have a sophisticated liquor bottle collection instead? Okay, let's finally do the taste test, and I'm gonna give you my honest, unvarnished opinion. I hate to say it, but it's not a good drink. It's not very booze heavy, so it tastes sort of weak. It has like the tasting notes of an old fashioned. I mean, honestly, I don't want to like bag on the drink completely, but I could do a lot better with cheap bourbon at home. So I just spent a bunch of time crapping on the Keurig DrinkWorks, but I do think it has its place. So when I'm traveling, I do like seeing that Keurig coffee maker in my hotel room, and I can see these pods replacing the hotel minibar. Sure, the hotel is going to charge $12 a pod for a massive markup, but hey, it's convenient, right? And maybe a little bit smart?